Hi guys, this is set 8 of your mountain language. Again, this is a resource for you to use and you can check back on as you have your daily language practice. Let's begin with question number 1. As you can see here, it asks you, is this a common or a proper noun? Because it lists the day of the week, this is going to be a proper noun, Wednesday. If it's a proper noun, I need to make sure I capitalize the W in Wednesday. Moving on to question number 2. Question number 2 asks us, is this a singular or plural form of the word? One person, simply put, just going to add a plural, an S to make it a plural, so I can see there were more than one person becomes two persons. Number 3. Okay, so this contraction, I have two words here to make the contraction. I'm going to take the where, because I'm going to contract the word. I'm going to take out the I and put an apostrophe here, so you should have the word where's. Number 4. Gallon. Okay, some of you remember doing these conversions of measurement in your math. All I'm doing is abbreviation. I'm shortening this word to GAL, period, is going to give you the abbreviation of gallon. Number 5, my hands were as cold as ice. Okay, so I can see the as here, so I know this is a simile like or as, so I'm comparing my hands to ice. All that means is that my hands were extremely cold. My hands haven't turned into ice, literally, but figuratively speaking, they are very cold. My hands were as cold as ice. Number 6, replaceable. Okay, so I need the prefix. I can see the prefix re to do again. I can see the root word of place, and then I can see my suffix to be able to place something again. My pencil was replaceable because I can buy one at the store. Replaceable. Number 7, getting ahead of myself here. The truck of Duke. So I need to make sure that Duke shows ownership of this truck. So all I'm going to do is make Duke into a possessive noun, Duke's truck. So I know that the truck, again, belongs to Duke. Number 8. Okay, to be indignant. It's a great word here, indignant. Now, if you're indignant, it naturally means, because I'm trying to find the same as the underlined word, the synonym for indignant. The synonym for indignant, is angry. So if I'm indignant, I'm angry. So I was indignant when my bike was stolen. I was angry when my bike was stolen. Indignant. Number 9. A student council meeting was held. So the subject that I'm looking for here is the meeting. Predicate. Now this was held. I have to make sure I'm looking at that whole verb, was held. So in the past, yesterday, the meeting was held. It's going to stay the same. Now watch as I change this to today. Today, the meeting is being held. So I'm looking at this verb here, to be. Now it changes to is. And tomorrow, the student council meeting will be held. There's that verb to be again. Moving on to number 10. Number 10 asks me to look at my ABC order. My ABC order. Yes, it does, but it's my dictionary page and my guide words. So I have this guide word page of immune and impasse, and these words here, and I can see the I and the M. Let's take care of this first one, immigrate. I can see the double M here. My key here is, does the I come before you? Yes, it does. So I can't have immigrate. Impart. So I know it's going to come after immune, but does it come after impasse? There's the A, so I'm looking at this 5th letter, and if R comes before S, it does. I'm hedging my bets it's impasse. I'll look at impeach. Impeach. E comes after A, so it can't be impeach. The word I need, impart. Number 11. It's erased out of the way. So number 11, I'm looking at this analogy. So if I'm thinking of speck is to dust, what sliver is to? Okay, so this connection, if I have a pile of dust, each individual particle of that dust is a speck, one part of a bigger part whole here. So if I say a sliver is something smaller out of a bigger part here, a sliver, just like a splinter, comes from wood. So wood is the bigger part, the smaller part is the sliver. Same thing as a speck of dust. Now I have a sliver of wood. Number 12, president. Okay, so I have, 1, 2, 3, I can hear 3 syllables, and here is your split. So pres-e-dent. Pres-e-dent. 3-syllable word. Here's your split. Number 13, Joey said clean the fish tank, Ernie. Okay, I'll rephrase that so I can see this, because it sounds like his dialogue here. Joey said, clean the fish tank, Ernie. Okay, that sounds a little better. So let's go from left to right. I know this is a capital, because it's the person's name, Joey said. If I'm going to start speaking here, I need to have a comma or pause before and open my quotation marks. That first word has to be a capital letter. Clean the fish tank, Ernie. There's a person's name at the end, so I'm going to put a comma here before that person's name, capital letter. Now at the end of my dialogue, I still have to put my period, and there you can see my closing of my quotation marks. Joey said, clean the fish tank, Ernie. Number 14, I am 10 years old, fact or opinion. I can look at your birth certificate, you can tell me when your birthday is. This has to be a fact. Now I could have an argument here and say the best age to be is 10 years old, and then that can be an opinion, but I am 10 years old, this statement is a fact. Number 15, doesn't absorb metric, so I need the misspelled word here. Now something's strange with this contraction over here, because if I think of the word does, and there's does not, I've made that contraction, I think they've just got the E and the S mixed up. Absorb, metric, those are correctly spelled, so the word that's misspelled is the word doesn't. Number 16, they slam play there. Okay, so the same sound as the A, so this actually makes that long A sound, the A. So sl and short A can't be pl A. This looks good. The wrong sound of the vowels here. The word play has the same sound as the EY in they. Number 17. Who is the odd animal out here? Whale, octopus, lion, dolphin. Okay, I believe all these 3 live in the ocean, or you can find them in water. This guy here is obviously a land animal, so I'm going to pick lion, does not belong. Because the others are found in the ocean, and the lion is found on the land. Okay, here comes that ABC order. Now, if I look at these 4 words, all right, I can see what I'm doing. The S, the R, the S, and the T in this third group of letters here, I believe is going to be our key, because the F and the U are all the same. So Q-R-S-T. So I believe the first word is fury. I'm going to take that out because I don't want to confuse me. So out of these 2 S words, I can see the E comes before the, so that has to mean fuse comes next. Fuss is the next one, and futile is the last word in that list. Number 18, innocent, pure, naive, guilty. So I need the opposite or the antonym to the word innocent. So if I'm innocent, I'm naive, I might not know anything. If I'm innocent, I'm pure because I haven't been corrupted. The word that I'm looking for here, the opposite of innocent, is to be guilty. All right, we've come to the end of our adventure here, and 3 words that are things that are made of wood. Okay, let's see, from my experience, I'll start in the classroom. For our measurement, we use yardsticks. Those were made of wood. I have a friend who's a carpenter, and he makes wardrobes and cabinets. Those are made of wood. And finally, I believe somewhere in my house I have a statue which is also made of wood. So those are my 3 things: a statue, a wardrobe, and a ruler. Those 3 things are made of wood. Okay guys, those are your questions this week. Again, you can come back to my YouTube video for reference. Good luck in your mountain language practice. Thanks, guys.